episode. Happy Thursday to all my friends. I'm celebrating my birthday. There are so many things I'm grateful for as I celebrate my birthday. Hi, Mike. Thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday. Hello, Star Homestead, India. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. So today I'm just enjoying myself in the garden. Not much work. Yes, this is my watermelon. I've just harvested my watermelon fruits, and that's what I'm having as cake. So we've already eaten half of it, and I told them I also need to share with my friends as they wish me happy birthday. So I've harvested one watermelon. I have like another fruit I need to harvest also. It's an organic cake. Yes. I got a sweet watermelon. Look at that. So I'm just enjoying my time in the garden, eating fruits. Let me cut a piece in honor of Mike and Star Homestead, India. So this is fresh from the watermelon vine. Nice and crunchy. And it looks like it wants to rain. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. I got a sweet watermelon. It is. It's so sweet. Look at that. A sweet watermelon. So, in honor of Mike and Star Homestead India. You need to grow watermelon. I planted like I think there were like 5 or 6. I lost some crops to some pest attack, but at least I've harvested some fruits. So I'm enjoying some fruit today. So as I celebrate my birthday, let me just get a seat. I want to share some of the things that I'm grateful for this year. So there are 5 things I want to share. I'm grateful for those 5 things. Of course, I'm grateful for more, but at least I just want to point out 5 of them as I celebrate my birthday. Enjoying my organic fruit cake. I wish I could send some to you. So the first thing I'm grateful for is my health. Sometimes back I had some health challenge, so I could not do some gardening. I really struggled. And I was away for a long time. I stopped posting videos. And it was quite a difficult moment for me. So health is a blessing, yes. Star Homestead says health is a blessing. It's a blessing. No, the moment you discover that just waking up in the morning and you have your senses working. You can see, you can touch, you can move. It's a blessing. It's good enough just to be grateful no matter what is happening in your life. I just choose to be grateful for my health, because health is such a blessing. Even if you have, I don't know what you'd say. If you had all the money in the world, but you don't have your health, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it. But at least if you have health, you can wake up, you can work. And also being wealthy is not necessarily having all the money in the world. At least having some good friends. Being able to know what you can do by yourself. Like for instance, for me, I count myself wealthy when I know what I can use in my garden to get the nutrients that I need for my body. Like if I grow amaranth, I know from the amaranth I'm getting certain nutrients. I can use it to make dye. I can fry it, I can make juice, and it supplies lots of nutrients. Then that way I'm also wealthy in knowledge and knowing what to do, how to go about it. Because suppose you are somewhere and all you have is that amaranth and you don't know how to use it. Then you wouldn't count yourself as wealthy. So health is my number 1. That is a key thing that I will never overlook. Just being well and strong is good enough. So the second thing that I'm grateful for is good weather. Oh my. Friends, I think you remember when I was posting videos during the drought and everything was dry. And it was such a struggle to grow things in the garden because I didn't have water. And right now, if you look around my garden, you will see that it is green. Now I have more containers, more green. Look at this. So I'm so grateful for good weather. At least getting some rains. The rain is so important. Although at the moment I think people should shift from depending on rain-fed agriculture and just invest in irrigation because the rains are not reliable. Look at that. So it's been behaving like this for a week, but it hasn't rained yet. So I'm grateful for good weather. Good weather is such a blessing that you'll find that if you don't have good weather, and as we are going on, climate change is going on, people will now cherish the importance of just having good weather. Getting the rains when it's supposed to be raining, or spring when it's supposed to be spring without delay. Look at my peppers. Thank you, Mike. Looking really good, and that is all thanks to good weather. At least after the rains came in, the little rains that we have received, there is a big change all around the garden. It is green, it is yellow, it is pink, so many things. It is red. So I'm grateful for good weather. And now look at my amaranth bush that shot up after the rains. And it keeps on widening and widening and widening and widening and widening. Look at that. So good weather is such a blessing. Okay, Mike, what would you say is one thing you're grateful for this year? And also Star Homestead India, what would you say you are grateful for this year? Are there some things you just want to say, I'm so grateful for this? They're not the only things, but at least you're saying, I'm grateful, I have this. Are there some things you'd like to point out? So my chilies are doing good, looking great. And finally they are ripening. Oh my. Welcome, 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 Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead. Welcome. It's my birthday week. I'm celebrating my birthday. So Mike says you are grateful for the garden community. I am. By the way, you get so many friends. So imagine at times when I'm just in the garden and I decide, because I just decide to turn my camera on, I said, let me go live and greet my friends. Or even I pop into so many lives and just greet my friends. Hello, Jimama Grows. Welcome to my live episode. It's my birthday. So I'm sharing things that I'm grateful for. So far I've shared 2 things that I'm grateful for. That is my health and the good weather. So because of the good weather, right now I'm having so many fruits in my garden. And I've harvested watermelon, which I'm enjoying as organic cake. Mike can say that he's grateful for the garden community. I'm also grateful for the garden community. That was my third point. So Mike just went ahead of me. So I'm so grateful for the garden community, for my friends. Yes, the peppers are coming out beautifully. Okay, so everyone in the chat, what are you grateful for? As I'm celebrating my birthday, I'm sharing some things that I'm just grateful for. The first one was health, and the second one was good weather. What are you grateful for this week, or you just grateful for generally this year, that you just want to point out that I'm happy? I know this. I'm happy that I have some knowledge of how to grow food in the garden. Look at my pumpkin. Isn't the rain a blessing? That is why good weather is a blessing for me. I'm so grateful for good weather. So because of the rains now, I have a greater variety in my garden. Look at that. So Jimama grows an Annie's homestead kitchen and garden. Okay, Star Homestead is grateful for the seeds. Oh my, seeds are so nice to just save in the bank, seed bank, creating a seed bank. It's so good to create a seed bank. This is my spider plant going into seed at different points in the garden. And it's a good. Oh, Jimama says she's grateful for the weather too. Yeah, good weather is a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have good weather. So I don't want it to be flooded, or I don't want it to be too hot and too dry. Just good weather. I'm grateful for that. Look at my seeds. Mike says he's safe from the frost. Yeah, wow, at least now you can start more seeds and more plants without the fear that they will die due to the cold weather. So we are grateful for the seeds. We are grateful for the weather. At least. Look at my brassica. So good weather has done me well. Okay, and Jimama, I'm enjoying organic cake here. I harvested watermelon. Let me just go to the watermelon patch. I harvested some watermelon. So I'm enjoying some fruit cake. Star Homestead India said it's called organic cake. So I'm enjoying some fruit cake here. Yes. Really nice and sweet. Fresh from my garden. So as long as I have seeds, when you are saying that you're grateful for seeds, you can plant your own watermelon. Look at that. Fresh and nice. So I want to go to this other block to show you. I still have another watermelon I haven't harvested. Great Jimama, see. So I want to show you my sacks as I enjoy my cake. Oh, so I still have one more fruit to harvest, one more watermelon. So I've enjoyed another piece. Thank you, Jimama and Annie's. So I've just harvested one. So this whole patch is watermelon. So I still have one more to harvest here. This one. Then I have to remove this, but I have some fresh watermelons I've already started here, the container. So today is my birthday. Thank you for coming in. And I have a ripe tomato there. Okay, now because of the high humidity, friends, I've really struggled now with pests. But I hope all will be well. So at the moment, I'm doing a lot of harvesting. I should be harvesting some carrots this week. Oh, and by the way, my peppers. And even before I get to the peppers, look at this. I have beans to harvest and cowpeas. They're ready for harvest. Lots of beans and cowpeas to harvest. And look at my peppers now. The weather has done me good. Don't know whether you can see that big pepper. Look at that. Look at my capsicum here. Don't know whether you can see this. Sweet. Right there. So this week I'm having a lot of things. There's lots of fruits to harvest. And by the way, I've already started enjoying my bell peppers. Let me try and adjust this so that I can give you a clearer views. I've harvested some bell peppers I've been cooking in the kitchen. I made some chili dish. And I noticed not so many people know of bambara nut. And it's so high in protein. Although it's also expensive. And it takes a long time to grow. I think I should try growing some bambara nuts in my garden. So I want to show you my look at that. You see that? Plenty of fruits. And I noticed some birds are already coming here to attack my fruits. Look at this. So plenty of capsicum coming in. I'm grateful for the good weather. You see? Yes, capsicum. I'm so grateful for the good weather because now I've been able to grow lots of food in the garden. So of late when I want to cook, if I need some capsicum, some herbs, I just go to my garden. I don't have to buy. So the next thing that I'm grateful for is my online garden community. At least I have friends, as Mike had pointed out. Do you remember the tomatoes I transplanted, the volunteer tomatoes that I transplanted? Look at how far we've come. So the tomatoes are doing really, really good. And now the task is I'm going to support them. And even the ones that I planted at that end, they're still there. Doing really good. So I'm grateful for my online friends, my subscribers that have been faithful. They stuck with me even during the period that I was away when I couldn't post the videos. So look at that. This is my citrus tree. Isn't the weather a blessing? So good weather is definitely a blessing for me. Then the next thing that I'm grateful for is my family. So I do a lot of work in my garden, going around clearing and planting. But there are always people in my family that help me to do the work. Because imagine, it's quite a big space. So doing all this work, clearing the garden and just making sure everything is okay is a task. So I'm grateful for my family for helping me to do all this work. Even when I go live on Sundays, the cooking is usually hectic because you have to run here and there, back and forth, ensure everything is okay, so that my life can be exciting and nice. I can finish cooking. So I'm so grateful for my family as I celebrate my birthday, because they've been of great help in making Nature Grows TV a success. And we are learning so many things together as we just build our garden. And now the best thing about it, as they help me, we are all enjoying the fruits. So I still have some more bits to harvest. And my capsicum in my container looking really nice. Look at that. So I'm grateful for my family. And now the fifth thing is that now we can get food. So I'm grateful for the provision that we get from the garden. We've gotten tomatoes, we've gotten chilies, we've gotten fresh veggies, we've gotten Napa cabbage. Oh, I have some Napa cabbage here. What else have we enjoyed from the garden? Some amaranth. We've gotten some sweet potatoes. By the way, we've enjoyed a lot of sweet potatoes from the garden. We've enjoyed a lot of the other Irish potatoes. We've enjoyed some onions. We've enjoyed some Swiss chard. So I'm so grateful for the provision we get from the garden, and also the traditional vegetables. We have lots of traditional vegetables that we get to enjoy in the garden, and the herbs. I am so grateful for the herbs, different herbs. So I have the parsley, I have the coriander, I have the basil. This is Napa cabbage, the different herbs, the onions. So clearing this area, there is support from my family as we grow and enjoy the food together. So those are the 5 things that I'm grateful for. Yes, thank you, Mike. This is my coriander. Looking really good. Aha. Yeah, you need to start herbs. Oh, and I do have mint, but on the other side. I will go to the other side. I don't have mint on this other side. So I'm grateful for those 5 things. I'm grateful for health, for my online community, for provision. I'm grateful for my family. This is a traditional vegetable, and right now it is so expensive to get these traditional vegetables. What is cheap is the common collards. But for the other traditional vegetables, when you go to the market, they are so expensive. So after just persevering and learning the tricks of how to grow food, now at least you can harvest a lot of food from the garden and enjoy it fresh. I know soon we are going to enjoy some onions. Very soon we should be enjoying some onions. Let me just move to where the onions are. This other side. The other eggplants in my container, they are still far off. And I do have succulents. So very soon we are going to enjoy some leeks. These ones I now need to transplant them. some red onions, some spring onions. So these ones are still in these seedling containers. Then I also have some lots of beans. I have a lot of beans to harvest. So these ones I will just harvest them and leave the corn. Oh, and I wanted to show you the mint. So I came to where the mint is. The mint is in this container. I hope it won't take over the garden. So it's in this container and it really struggled, but it has survived through the drought. And you see some small leaves are still coming up. So I know not anytime soon mint can take over the garden. But it's doing good here and it really struggled. I did buy some time to start from the supermarket, but they didn't survive. I put them in water by the high temperatures. I don't know, somehow they just couldn't make it. Mike says you traded some peppers for someone stepped on your onions. Okay, and you remember at this point I had some big sunflowers. So they've come up again. I planted some fresh sunflower seedlings here. I transplanted them. And this is how far we've come. So I'm still waiting to enjoy. Look at the big leaves. I'm still waiting to enjoy some sunflowers because the birds really attacked them. Although after the rains, I haven't noticed the birds really coming here in large numbers and just feasting on all the sunflowers. They've been surviving. So I hope, thank you, Star Homestead India. I hope all will be well. So as I just finish off, I want to mention some 5 crops that I'm so happy to grow in the garden. So these are my onions. So one of the crops I'm excited to grow in the garden is, of course, onions. And the reason is that these things are just super hardy. So by the time I'm dealing with powdery mildew on the zucchinis, these things are just okay. They're okay in the seedling, they're okay wherever you transplant them. They're just hardy. So I love onions. Zucchini used to be my favorite. I have lots of zucchinis and a very long playlist with zucchini. And right now I have a very big zucchini there, a giant zucchini. I forgot to harvest it, so I've just let it grow big. I will harvest it later. But then it is struggling again with powdery mildew. So zucchini is no longer my favorite. So number 1 is the onions. The other crop I've enjoyed really growing is the carrots. Jimama says her favorite is strawberries. I did have some strawberries some time back, but I'm still looking for the for some splits to start some more. So another favorite is carrots. Carrots, as long as you give them water and they don't need manure, and you just keep the container moist, the carrots will grow well. So that is the second favorite thing to grow. The third favorite thing to grow is the cowpeas. Oh my. Cowpeas, in 3 weeks, you harvest some fresh veggies. And now, I left some few on this bed, and now I have some cowpeas to harvest. They are so easy to harvest, so easy to grow. In 3 weeks, you get food. You know that you have some rich vegetable, very rich in folate. It's so important for women to eat to eat foods that are rich in folate. So cowpeas is my third favorite thing to grow in the garden. Here I have corn, but corn, I've struggled for some time with corn in the garden, but I see there's some hope. There's some hope. These are containers for a different project. So apart from the onions, from the carrots and the cowpeas, another favorite thing to grow is, of course, the chili. The chili cannot miss. Chili cannot just miss from the list. Chili has to be in the list because these plants survived the drought. They were dry like this, but they have survived. And now I have big fruits in plenty. And people are so impatient to wait for all of them to like turn. So here they've been harvesting lots of chili. They just come to the edge and harvest lots of chili. Thank you, Jimama. Thank you. I'm enjoying my birthday. So chili is another plant I'm so happy to grow. It's another favorite plant. So the other favorite thing to grow in my garden is amaranth. Amaranth will survive even if you have very little water. And the other thing, it is so hardy, it's not easy for it to get pest attack. I don't know, I have some other traditional vegetables and the pest attack because of the high humidity at the moment has been terrible. But for amaranth, it's just looking good and just widening. So those are my top 5 things to grow in the garden. The chili, the cowpeas, the amaranth, the onions, and the carrots. So today I was not doing a very long live episode. I just wanted to enjoy my birthday with my online community. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my online community. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the provision we get from the garden. I'm grateful for life in general. So thank you all for tuning in to wish me a happy birthday, and may you have a lovely week. Thank you all and bye. Let's create a food and garden heaven. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, Jimama. Thank you, Star Homestead India. Thank you, Annie's Kitchen Garden. Thank you all.